Could you put snacks in? Yeah. You guys want to get out here and do something? Hit it hard. We're here to hit it hard. You guys look like you're literally about to play basketball.
Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall are clearly all in on staying with the Fever next season. You can tell, they even showed support for Caitlin Clark at a golf event. But why are they so guarded about it? The answer seems tied to the ongoing CBA negotiations. Still, when you watch them interact off the court, it's obvious. They click, and that chemistry is bound to translate once they hit the floor. The Fever's front office knows keeping Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall is a must. It's not just about them being close with Caitlin Clark. That golf event was fun, sure, but more importantly, it showed how well they click off the court, and that's exactly what you want. Teammates who genuinely get along, even when the game's not on.
Oh! This is making me nervous.
Cunningham!
Yeah, guys, come on! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, is that bad?
Let's be honest, it's not just about a fun photo op. Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall can flat out play. Lexie brings that unstoppable energy and hustle you just can't teach. She can score, she moves effortlessly, and she's the kind of glue player every team needs. Sophie's style is a bit different. She's a deadly deep shooter and can handle the ball when needed. They might not be a Aaliyah Boston or Kelsey Mitchell, but they're crucial pieces for the team. And the fact that they mesh so well with Caitlin Clark, that's the cherry on top. Good chemistry isn't just nice. It shows on the court when players genuinely like each other.
Is that bad? No, that's good.
Oh no, oh no.
You got it, girl.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh! Man down! Man down! He's down! Woo. I'm so scared. Lexie Hall!
Show Caitlin how it's done.
I didn't catch that.
It's important.
All right. I won't let that thing hit anyone, Lexie. I'll do my best. Thanks. Just don't destroy my driver.
Be dense. The Fever front office realizes the caddy connection belongs back in Indianapolis next season. You know, there's a lot of pomp and circumstance around Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull serving as Caitlin Clark's caddies during that golf event. It shows you the rapport, the chemistry, not to mention that those two can play, right? Lexie Hull has that energy you just can't teach, can shoot the ball, moves without the ball, a glue type of player.
Another key point, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall fully understand how much playing alongside Caitlin Clark lifts them. Being next to a superstar gives everyone a boost. And Sophie, in particular, has seen her profile rise since Caitlin arrived. She's sharp and knows the value of being in the spotlight. Whenever she's asked about her future, she sticks to the same line. At that golf event, she said, "Caitlin elevates everyone. She's a generational player." Then she added, "It all depends on the CBA." That's her standard answer right now, basically leaving it up to whether there will even be a season. Makes sense too, because those CBA negotiations are messy, and no one really knows how they'll shake out. Let's move on.
How much their association with Caitlin Clark helps them as well. So, assuming all things get worked out the way one could see things getting worked out based on the past, both Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull will be back.
Sophie Cunningham has been saying things in her usual thoughtful way. In a recent interview, she mentioned that last season, the team really struggled with health issues. Her simple answer, health. She believes that if everyone had stayed healthy, the Fever might have been championship contenders, and honestly, that's probably true. Injuries clearly took a toll all season, and when the roster was at full strength, they looked like a legitimate threat. When asked about returning to the Fever next year, Sophie was practical. Everyone's keeping in touch, but there's not much to talk about until the CBA is settled. It might sound a bit awkward, but she's just being realistic. Until the collective bargaining agreement is finalized, teams can't make official moves or sign contracts, so there's really nothing to discuss about her future right now. She also noted that the last CBA meeting was about 2 weeks ago. While she's not exactly sure where things stand, the players are holding firm on their demands: better pay, improved conditions, and more. The league, of course, has budget limitations, so finding a compromise is going to take time. Sophie was even asked about Project B, the new league making headlines. Her take? If people are offering multi-million-dollar deals, why wouldn't you consider it? It's a fair point. WNBA players have short careers, and maximizing earnings while you can is smart. Still, Project B seems aimed at players nearing the end of their careers, those looking to cash in before retirement. Caitlin Clark joining would be shocking, given where she's at financially and career-wise. She's already making serious money through endorsements, and her WNBA salary will only rise as she progresses. Then there's Unrivaled, which is focused on younger players coming out of college who want extra competition. That league has already signed some big names and appears to be gaining traction. But all of this is unfolding while the CBA talks are still ongoing, which makes everything more complicated. With some executives also playing or being affiliated with these new leagues, conflicts of interest are everywhere. Everyone is balancing their personal interests while negotiating for the collective good of WNBA players. It's messy. Here's the takeaway. Don't overread Sophie's comments about Project B. She's not signaling she's leaving the WNBA or the Fever. She's simply acknowledging why some players might explore other opportunities. And wisely, she's waiting for the CBA to conclude before making any decisions. Smart move, Sophie. Don't commit until you know all the options. And lately, things have been quiet on the CBA front, which is probably a good sign. Usually when both sides are making a lot of noise in the media, that's a bad sign. Silence? That usually means progress is actually happening behind the scenes. Add in the fact that the draft lottery is coming up and the league is moving like business as usual, so unless something wild like a lockout or a CBA disaster hits, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall are coming back. Lexie is a restricted free agent, so the Fever can match any offer she receives. Unless someone throws insane money at her, she's staying. Sophie, meanwhile, has grown a lot playing alongside Caitlin Clark. Her profile is rising, and being in Indiana is the perfect spot for her. She's smart. She knows it's better to be part of a team on the rise, playing with one of the best young stars in the league. Let's be real, Caitlin is the franchise. She's why fans show up, and the Fever's social media knows it. They even posted photos from the golf outing with Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie, showing these three belong together. Sophie and Lexie came in wearing Fever gear, supporting Caitlin, fully aware she's the star. And that's huge for team culture. Not everyone can be the centerpiece. Most players have to be okay playing key roles. The Fever wants players with good character, and even the additions who didn't quite work out, like Darius Dantis, didn't disrupt that culture. The players who did fit in, like Aerial Powers, meshed seamlessly. But Sophie and Lexie aren't just solid teammates, they bring serious value on the court. Both can shoot, which is critical alongside Caitlin. They understand spacing, timing, and off-ball movement. You could even imagine a small, ultra-fast lineup with Caitlin, Sophie, Lexie, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. It wouldn't last the whole game, but for stretches, it would be nearly impossible for opponents to defend with Caitlin creating and everyone else stretching the floor. And that chemistry, it matters. They've spent time together, they understand each other, and that's not something you can build overnight. The golf outing was a smart move. It kept them in the news, showed how close they are, and kept fans engaged during the off-season. People showed up just to watch Caitlin play golf. That says a lot. Fans are invested. They want to see this team healthy and competing at the top next season. Sophie and Lexie know this is great for their careers. They get to play with a superstar, appear on national TV, compete for titles, and land endorsement deals. And the Fever front office understands all of it too. They're not going to risk losing these players over a contract. They know what they have, they recognize the chemistry is real, and they know this team has a legitimate shot at winning.